But as far as 50 Cent go, fuck him. Like, it's just that simple. Like, and if you telling me like a big company, like an important company if you can't make those kind of decisions, it's bad, man. It is what it is. You know, it's just like to me, it's crazy, like embarrassing and rude. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like this dude's clearly not right. You know what he said. I'm not defending what he said. I'm not. I ain't got to defend what the motherfucker said. He said if the relationship ever doesn't work out, he made a crude joke. If the relationship don't work out, you can always come to me and I can tie you up in my basement. You know what I'm saying about me? Like it was. I won't even say it's in poor taste. You know what I'm saying? Good shit. How you know if a motherfucker gonna let you put their finger in their butt if you don't ask them, can you put your finger in their butt?
If you want more drama involved with stuff that he's been involved with, just look up Channel Awesome on YouTube.
I'm not done with the video I'm watching, so if like I feel like I need more after this ain't Channel Awesome, is it?
Yeah, he was a part of Channel Awesome when that happened.
No, yeah, that's after they changed their name. Yeah. But no, this dude named Frederick something does these videos called Down the Rabbit Hole, where he takes like internet like situations and like starts at the top and like slowly like goes into what would easily become the descent. And it just is what it is. Like a lot of these people really do fail to like in my opinion, these people fail to grasp the idea of having an opinion of something. Like your opinion is your opinion. You're allowed to have it. But this dude specifically, this Lord Cat guy, like the way he handled the situation was wrong in my opinion. Because you did go out of your way to like talk mad shit about his relationship with his girlfriend and all this other stuff. And like it really didn't make a whole lot of sense for you to act that way. Because like I don't know, like I don't take anger out on people. I try not to. Like I do. I try my best to not take my anger out on people. Like I can't tell you why. I just don't. Like it's not useful. I'll tell you that much. Because if someone makes you mad and they don't, and if you can't tell them in a calm manner that hey, the thing you did, I ain't like that. And
I
if they
gotta say,
don't
everything about the scene right now is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's the shit. I also wanted to point out that he fired more than 4 arrows, but I ain't gonna say nothing else about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand that, like, when he became an adult, when Boulder became an adult, you understand, like, he couldn't get drunk, he couldn't have sex.
Not enjoy it anyway.
Well, yeah, for what it was worth, he couldn't, enjoy.
It's like, yeah, I beat you, but no one can beat me because I'm invincible.
Yeah, well, it's not that he's invincible. Well, he is a god, oddly enough, because he died and came back to life. But he doesn't, like, he can't. Oh no, he's
invulnerable completely
to everything. Like, yeah, he can't die or anything. So like, it really comes down to the life he's led so far has been kind of terrible because he's had no reason to live it. You know what I mean? Nothing he's experienced. He's never experienced anything. You know, it's really scary in that in that sense that he's never had the chance to experience anything. And that's why he's so mad at Freya. And it's almost justified. And it's almost justified, but the problem is, at no point after like finding out he had been cured, did he just like accept it, like, hey, it's over. And he could have just easily turned around and left. Just told all of them to go fuck themselves, like figuratively in this game. He could have just walked away from it all. But why is he still fighting us? Like, personally for me, it makes no sense that we're still fighting him after he's been given, the thing he's wanted the most in life. Like, in his entire life, this is the one thing he's wanted. And you now have it, but you're gonna spend all of this time fighting
Well,
me
right now he's
instead
just
of
trying to kill his mother because she did this to him in the first place. And
yeah,
we're
and
stopping
that's why I still feel like, but that's why I feel
But why
like
is he
he
here?
should let
I
it
don't
go.
know.
I feel he should let her go. The thing she did has been undone. You don't have to talk to her ever again. You don't have to see her. It is what you don't. Killing her won't solve anything. Like it really, really wouldn't. So like it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm still a firm believer that telling somebody that they don't matter anymore is like some of the most hurtful things. It's like the most hurtful thing you can do to someone, because like if I kill you, you're gonna die. Like you die. That's it. That's you. You're dead. But if I hurt you psychologically and emotionally, you have to live with that. You have to carry that with you for the rest of the time that you're gonna be alive, and like that's just gonna whittle away at you. You know what I'm saying? She knows that Boulder wasn't a fan of her, but for him to have the opportunity to kill her and then just tell her that she ain't worth it, I feel like that would like hit way harder.
He is switching back and forth between these two elements really fast.
So you're doing a lot of damage between each iteration.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. He just started doing that jumping thing ad nauseum.
So legit, they shot you down. They shot down your chance to do an interview because they okay. So basically, LiveCat got confused. It wasn't even that they got confused. Mojang heard about the thing that Spoonie did, and it was like so when LiveCat had the opportunity to interview Notch, you know, and I still feel like if you can't be who you are, if you can't like be a character, because I understand that like, oh, this is professional, like yeah, but people want something that's not just yeah. So this game is going to be coming out and it's going to be really nice and fun to play. You should buy it when it comes out. Buy. Like
that's what made to bring him back up to the cynical Brit, what the fuck is his actual name? Like his screen name, Total Biscuit. What made him great was that he didn't sugarcoat shit. Like when he played a game, he was like, "This, what the fuck is this?" And he talks about it. And he tells you.
And you know, in the weird part, yeah, flat out. That's because it is what it is. The funny thing is, you know what the funny fucking part about this is? The thing that has this man mad at Spoonie is the thing that Joe, who was standing there, like he was Angry Joe at the time, but it's literally what Angry Joe does now. Is just stand in front of a camera and act like a fucking child. He just did it in a fucking at E3, like with no fucking production behind it or anything. Was just the thing you showed us was a stupid thing to show us, and he just put character behind it. There are arms on that fucking wall.
Yeah, they're like
are those
trying to get up
arms?
there. Yeah, they're like flailing around, I think. I can't really pay the most attention.
And so, like, I understand.
Yeah, Spoonie himself said, like, at that point in his life, like, he needed to be on medication and wasn't.
And, like, I'm gonna stand by it. Like, Mojang, when the dude told you, oh, yeah, I'm not with that company. Like, I'm not with them. And he's like, yeah, but you're associated. But I'm not with them. I'm not that guy. If a company is like, no, I heard about you. You're that one guy. Like, no, I'm not. I don't care. Here you are. Bye. Fuck them. Like, you should, as a matter of fact, you should let everybody else know that that company is that way. Like, you feel me? Like, if all three of us got, like, me, you, and Jay got together and started doing game shit, and I had a real negative opinion of something, and I got real vocal, because I will, and then, like, you and Jay try to do something, it's like, no, like, aren't you like this 2K7 or whatever? Like, no, I'm not him. That's just a part of, like, he's one of the, like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to work with y'all. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with him. Like that's like he's entitled to his own opinion. Like by all means, like if Jay say Street Fighter 5 is ass, I'll disagree, but I'm not gonna tell him he can't say what he want to say. He paid for that game. He can say what the fuck he want, paid or not. Like if you ain't gonna pay us, then no, I don't care. And if you're like, nah, because you might talk bad about my game, shit. You know what? It's good. All right, cool. Because this is gonna be my report. I'm just gonna tell people that yeah, the game's probably gonna be ass because they were too afraid to let me interview the guy about the game. Because they were like, well, you said bad things about games, I don't want to work with you. Yeah, he's probably terrified because he knows his game is trash, and he knows I ain't got no problem telling you that your game is trash. So by all means, if I ask to interview you, you better lie. You better make some shit up. Because I ain't gonna beat a motherfucker to be like, no, we can't do no interview. I will write about the fact that I couldn't interview you. And what you gonna do? Like, how you gonna stop me? Because I ain't doing nothing but telling the truth. It just is what it is. Like you mad at him because Mojang. So whatever, dude. I think that's hair. No, those aren't hands. Those are threads that are holding this. Yes, those are threads. I just feel like you should be able to express yourself in a way that doesn't hurt people. And when you're not hurting people,
But no, there's been a lot of drama around Channel Awesome as a whole lately. Like enough to fill a 78-page Google document.
is that factual? Like,
Yeah.
is that the actual number?
Yeah, something like that.
That was very specific.
Yeah. I think I should probably just deactivate my rage as soon as this fight starts and save it for when I need it. When I say when I need it, I mean like to regenerate health.
Yeah, I know.
That was your opener? That's how you decided to start this fight. It's fair, I suppose. I'm just gonna let you kill me because there's no point.
Oh, some Chinese food.
I really feel like if she really wanted to stop this fight, she could just grab Boulder and like enclose him in the giant's fists and just walk away. Because if he hits me with one of those, they're all hitting me. There's no other way that goes.
All I remember consuming the past 2 days is airline cheese tortellini, a packet of Smucker's jelly, a Snickers, and something called Jaffa. Head to Helsinki and this is my puppy already. There's just no pleasing the internet. And that surprises you? Furry porn. That's how you please the internet. Lots and lots of furry porn.
So, if I had never decided to go get the Blades of Chaos, would I just be fucked in this fight?
No, like, you wouldn't have been able to get.
What I mean by that is, like, if Kratos had never decided I need to go get these, what would he be doing right now exactly? I realize the main thing he has on Kratos is that he's faster than him.
Mm-hmm. But they're about equally matched as far as stuff.
Yeah.
Like Kratos is bigger for whatever reason, but Boulder just has that wiry strength.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll let you enjoy that. It is just ropes dangling in the wind. Threads.
Go grill, shoot the kids, you know what we about on behalf of the unit.
Yeah, that I am, kid, that I am. I didn't mean to do that. I'm kind of okay with you killing me. Just go ahead. I again didn't mean to do that. Because I forget that every single time this fight starts, it's in rage mode. Way more damage than it needs to do. Remember to stop. There we go. Yeah, because that's fair. That's 120% fair. No, just kill me. Just go ahead. I've gotten them all the way down to the last 2 health bars before. Like, just before it. I'm pretty sure that's where the next checkpoint is. Like, I feel like that's where the next checkpoint is. It's my favorite. Just kill me. Was it nice when you got here and you probably beat him all the way through without dying?
Apparently Spoony was not a fan.
Of what?
I do love how like these people do these things, and I feel almost as if I could do this.
What do you mean? That you could see yourself doing it?
Like, I feel like I could do the things these people aren't doing. Like, with a moderate, like, subscriber base. Like, as a in a moderate subscriber base. Like, by all means, like, if, like, you know, Patreon stuff, if it was like, you know, what are your rewards for Patreoning to you? I don't know how to, for being a patron. I was like, some of the most basic stuff.
Okay, Martin.
Yeah. And you can pledge $1 a day. And it was like, well, what did it get? What will it get me? It was like, you play the game with me, be in videos. Like, if, you know what I'm saying, if, you know, I had to kind of gauge your fucking personality. We start recording, and, you know, you all of a sudden want to say some real fucked up shit that I don't support. You know what I mean? If you go what I would deem is too far, I will like happily.
How about this? How about this idea? If they pledge this a certain amount to you, like they can be in a video, like $1 they can be in a video with you. Let's say if they spend like $5 to $10.
In the video means that you get to sit in the party chat and talk to me while I record videos.
Yeah,
or while I like come up with content.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The step beyond that I would say is like they can get a full hour, as long as again they're not being too controversial, just because they paid for it. They get a full hour to say whatever they want and talk about whatever they want with you.
Oh hell yeah! Like anything you want to discuss. And as a matter of fact, if you tell me what it is beforehand, I might need to research it and gain an opinion on it. Well, it's an hour. Tell me what it is, and I can research it while you're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, talk about stuff that could get me in trouble. Because it is what it is. If you break a line, like, because I'll live stream it, it'll be what it is. There won't be no editing it. It'll be like live. So anything you say will be right there on the dot. So you know what I mean? So like, ain't nobody gonna be able to say, well, I did this. I ain't shit to you. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would call like being able to like offer a reward. Like, 'cause I'm not gonna be like, yeah, if you guys can like pledge a certain amount, I'll be able to move to a different city and get a better internet. No, like fuck, the fuck I look like. You know what I mean? I will give you like things that are totally reasonable. It's like I will continue to, and this is also like proof, and the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, bitch. I already make videos for free. Like I do. I make videos for free, but at the same time, like if you want content that extends past my PlayStation, and you want me to be able to actually like comment over, like talk over shit, or want us to make content that might be more current, like play games that are a bit more current, that takes money. Because as it stands, I'm only playing games I have. I have not bought a game that I thought would be popular because I thought it would be popular. Like, I've not done that because I can't afford that. But this motherfucker talked about he wanted to make a movie, and I think he was just bullshitting, but people gave him a grip of cash. And he was like, oh, fuck. Y'all actually gave me this money. Like, I think he genuinely did not expect people to give him, like, that much money to make this movie. And that was, like, several years ago, and ain't nothing close to that been produced. And he hasn't been, like, heard from since, like, late 2017. And, like, I feel the dude, and he basically couldn't, he stopped seeing the psychiatrist. I don't know, dude might not even be alive, like, for what it's worth. You know what I mean? He could have just been bullshitting. He could be totally alive and just not, you know, just not online, which is...
No, when you don't have an online presence, you're dead.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works. when you're a celebrity and you all of a sudden stop being in the spotlight, people will assume that you have perished. Like, you have completely just stopped living. And as far as they're concerned, that's how that works. But you have to understand that it almost benefits people to have that Patreon. And again, like, a lot of people don't know how to live within a budget. Like, they don't. So you have to understand that be able to make that money and be able to save that money, because that shit will dwindle over time. So let's be real, Game Grumps will eventually stop being as popular as they are when what happened to rap happens to YouTube and gaming. Because let's be real, like, YouTube's algorithms now has changed it to where you don't even really see what you're subscribed to pop up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes no sense, because I don't know if it's like this for anybody else. You can go to your subscriptions and it'll show things in your subscriptions as it's been uploaded, but the home screen is just suggested videos and whatever the fuck else. So, like, by all means, just, if people would just tap the little subscriptions icon, it'll show what the people you're subscribing to is putting out, like, right there. It's like, and it was like, well, I need people to see the videos, like, when it comes out. Why?
Because that's when they get the most revenue.
When it's brand new?
Yeah. Like after the first 3 days, that's where most of your revenue comes in.
Okay, I was thinking it was like if you don't see it in like an hour or two, you get less money. But 3 days, that's plenty of time. Like, especially if people know your upload schedule. 9 to Cosby, bitch. I would love for us to like make it. It's like I'd turn the channel into a Minecraft only channel. I would. Like I do Minecraft streams every Sunday. It wouldn't work well if my internet's ass. Actually, here's what we would do. You would stream, I would host you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd get anything from it, but we could split it. Like, that'd be fair. Because you clearly have like the better internet quality. Like,
I'm dead before it even started. That attack, it's just that one attack.
Your health just like went off. It drained.
Like, I have to make the conscious choice to not attack or anything in the first few seconds of the fight. Is the most annoying bit.
But I will point out that I seriously don't feel that Spoonie was making a rape joke. Because if I tell you that my love, ends with people like in pain and crying, that just sounds like BDSM to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for those people out there who feel like any kind of joke like that is like immediately rape, I just want y'all to know there are dudes who pay money for women to kick them in the nuts as a sexual release. There are people out there, men out there, who pay women to kick them in the balls. There are women who let dudes put like skewers through their nipples. Like, I've seen a video of a chick letting they had a wasp sting her clit. Just know that there's some weird shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And again, like, it's in poor taste to assume that somebody is that cool with you and they aren't. Because that's the key. If you and that person are cool like that, I don't mean like you cool with somebody they know like that. You got to be cool with them like that to make that kind of joke.
Well, that health is worth it.
You know what I'm saying? And I will say that his apology seemed legit until like the 4th tweet in, where he said, "Take my penis, just take it, take it, like take it away from me." I don't deserve a penis. I was like, okay, now we're off the rails. Now we're extremely off the rails.
Just kill me, please. This was a fine loss.
I take it you don't have a resurrection stone.
No, I wasted that in the first little bit of the fight because I was an idiot.
Because you was what?
An idiot.
I'm gripping my consensual penis. I don't know. I just don't. People don't make me as angry as things do. People don't make me angry because I know they're all flawed. Like, if you put yourself on the internet to, at all, you're opening yourself up to be humiliated and talked like ass about. Like you are. You're opening yourself up to it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, boy? And so it's like, you know, it's like for, you know, like Boogie. It's like he was a big old fat man. So people, you know, people talking about your dick and calling you fat. That's part of the territory. You expect that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with women. Like if you're a girl on the internet and you get offended by being called a bitch or a slut or a hoe, you're an idiot. The people are gonna do that. Like, and the reason is like, so what? She should just be used to it. Like, let it happen. When you walk into a lion's den, if you get mauled, you accept that was possible. It is what it is. If there's a chance that something's gonna happen in a place, and you don't want that thing to happen to you, and being in that place is optional, then you either go or you don't. If you go in, you accept that you're taking risks. You know what I mean? It's like if you go bungee jumping, you have to accept that it's possible. It's possible that the cord gonna snap and kill you. It's possible. Like, it is what it is. Like, cause you're taking an unnecessary risk. Like, I know that, like, oh, I'm trying to get paid. Yeah, you're getting paid. It's just like if you worked at McDonald's and somebody gives you crap. Fuck them. They're not like, it's like this small moment in a gigantic series of moments.
Yeah, once
Gargantuan.
Once he hits you with one of those, he just doesn't stop.
It's like, this comes from somebody who hated going to school because we kept getting picked on. So, like, when I realized I didn't have a choice but to go, and there was nothing I could do, I learned to just accept the hate. Like, you can't stop people from being terrible. If we could, we wouldn't need the military. If you could stop the terrible from happening, you know, a lot of things wouldn't need to be in place. But you can't stop people from being mean to you. You know what I'm saying? You can put a motherfucker in jail for trying to rob you. But if he calls you a slut, a fat ass, an ugly bitch, old stank mouth hoe, ain't nothing you can do about that but be mad. And what you gonna be mad for? Like, fuck him. Like, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like, fuck him. It's gonna offend you a little bit, yeah, sure. But do not matter. Like, those people don't matter in the slightest. I feel like I'm trying to be positive about it. Like, I'm trying to give advice with that. When I say fuck them, like, that's advice to you. Like, move beyond them, because they don't matter. Like, because let's be real. Even if they talk shit about you in your comments, you had to come to that video or that stream and drop that comment. So you still doing me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Even videos with like 4,000 dislikes, but they got 100 and some thousand, you know, thumbs up. Them 4,000 dislikes don't mean shit. Like, you really don't, though. The ratio is still like swayed in other direction. And let's be real, you can look up like a YouTube video that's got like a lot of dislikes on it. It's like, it's still on YouTube. They ain't taking the bitch down. No, ain't Bill Cosby, bitch.
It's like, and I would like justify my statements by clarifying, but no, fuck that. You too stupid to understand. You know, I'm not catering to dumb motherfuckers. I'm not catering to stupid. Because I feel like if I make a joke and it makes somebody angry, but then I explain it, and like I explain how it's not really offensive and it's just a joke. I don't think the like no matter in the history of people, I don't think anybody who was ever offended by something and then had it explained as to why it wasn't really that offensive. I don't think anybody's ever went, oh, okay, that's cool, never mind, man. Carry on. I don't think this ever happened. I think they stayed offended, and then they found a reason why it was time to berate you for the thing you said anyway. So why would you bother apologizing? Like, don't explain shit. If a motherfucker's mad, they gonna be mad. That's like having to explain why a joke is funny when they didn't laugh. You feel me? Like, if you didn't think it was funny, it ain't funny. I said, you hug a pet mongoose. Nice scratch.
I did that thing. Kill me. Just kill me. Because I'm not wasting my rage. How do you feel about the new Predator movie coming out?
Can I be honest with you right now?
I'm gonna say you probably don't care at all.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Does it lead to the same sort of idea?
Nope.
Okay, tell me.
I've never seen the first Predator movie.
That doesn't mean you don't have a feeling about this one.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Okay.
I've seen Alien vs. Predator, and I liked that movie. I did. I liked the hell out of that. Like, I really, really like Alien vs. Predator. So, like, I've learned to accept when something's bad and it's part of a franchise. It can be bad, but that I don't have to hate it. Like, I don't have to watch it. I can just like ignore the fuck out of it. Like, skibidi bibidi. Like, just like that.
I'm already dead. It seems the two ways this fight either goes is either I do pretty well, or he immediately kills me.
Yeah, I was like, you decimate him from the start. Because maybe that's what it is. Maybe once he does that, if you can like continue to hit him, I don't know. So, like how it is with Ninja Turtles, like there hasn't. I hate it, but I will say the one in 2007 wasn't the best. And I say it wasn't the best compared to all the ones that exist. Not to say it's not good, it's just not the best. And it doesn't really matter if that one's not that good, because the ones from the 90s still exist. So I can always watch those, because I have them on DVD. I have every Ninja Turtles movie, or Blu-ray at the very least. I have them all, you know what I'm saying? It's like people who say they hated Predator, not Predator, but the other two fucking Matrix movies. Then don't watch those. Watch the first one. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Jurassic World. People didn't like Jurassic World. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they got, like, I'm pretty sure that's an actual lie. Like, I think people who don't like it want to point out how stupid it was and make it seem like the majority of people didn't like it. I'm almost positive people really did enjoy Jurassic World.
I mean, I can check it out later. I'm gonna say, like, what probably happened was it was commercially successful. That's the reason they made another one. But as far as reviews go, they were probably
negative, like generally, like mixed. Oh yeah, mixed probably, or like moderate to negative. It's like it is what it is. But I don't fucking. I like Jurassic Park. Like a lot of people didn't like claim they didn't like Jurassic Park 3. I like Jurassic Park 3 just as much as I like The Lost World. Like I really did. Like Jurassic Park 3 to me is a fun watch. Freaking William H. Macy and Sam Neill. like and T Leone, like that's a fun watch. Is it good? I don't know, but I like watching it. I'm sure that doesn't make any sense, but I really do enjoy watching it. Oh, I'm looking at my damn self. I ain't doing shit. So my homegirl is asking. She asked me, does it bother me when people call me pet names who aren't my significant other? And I was like, that depends on the person. Kale and cauliflower.
Kale's pretty good. I wouldn't like.
Oh,
It wouldn't be my go-to
I was talking about
choice.
Dragon Ball Z characters. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stand by my statement. I'd still prefer spinach to these, but kale's okay.
Okay, I want to read this. You mind if I read an article out loud?
Not really. It's fine.
Power Rangers David Yost has already written the beginning of a Mighty Morphin reunion film. There's been a recent push to bring back the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for a reunion movie, especially now that Hasbro has taken over the franchise and David Yost already has some plans in mind. ComicBook.com has had the chance to speak with Yost recently, who is partnering with DoSomething.org for their You've Got the Power campaign. During the chat, I just want y'all to know, like, I realized I was messing that up halfway through it, and I was able to pull it out. I'm fucking amazing. During the chat, we also talked about the prospects of the Mighty Morphin reunion movie, and for Yost, it seems odd that it hasn't happened already. It hasn't happened yet. Traveling around
Is this
the world,
the
I
rest
am
of the
very
fight?
blessed.
Like, is there no other checkpoint? Do you remember? Because I got him past that second bar, and he was still going.
Well, couldn't today because fucking YouTube did the thing again. I really wish it wouldn't do that.
Do you have autoplay on?
I don't know. It's on my PlayStation. I don't really know how it works on my PlayStation. Traveling around the world, I'm very blessed, you said. I get to travel around the world to different conventions and meet tramps from all over the world. And time again, all I hear is we want to see a reunion of the original cast. I want to see where the original six, unfortunately only 5 of us are alive. We want to see where the original six, that's a weird sentence. We want to see where they are at. I've never understood why this wasn't in the plan, of why the people that own the franchise just never really wanted to try that out. But I hear it. Yost had previously shown interest in helping Hasbro develop a reunion movie, and it is something he's actually already started writing up. So I would love to be able to give that to our fans, Yost said. I think that they would really enjoy it. I've already written quite specific. I would say just the beginning. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say anything. But I've written it, and it would definitely pay homage to Tai Young, who played the original Yellow Ranger, and we would still come together and be superheroes on some level. There's plenty of time to explore, as it's been quite a while since fans have seen what the original crew was up to. I'm curious about all the characters. I'm very curious about Billy, and the last time that my character was on the show, he was sent to outer space. He was living on another planet called Aquitar, so I think it would be interesting to see what happened to Billy. Is he possibly like a commander of a Starfleet traveling space, or did he become a Zordon-like character in his own right? Does he have his own team of Power Rangers helping him fight villains throughout the universe? I don't know. Those are things I would like to see. And of course, I would like to see what happened to Tommy, Kimberly, Jason, and Zach. I know the fans would love it too. Hopefully, Hasbro will have a conversation with us. Something came out the other day. I don't know if it's true or not, but I read that they felt like the franchise has been undervalued, and that they have thoughts of bringing more films to life. So we will see if that happens. Only time will tell. Thing is, you actually brought that up the other day, that Hasbro wanted to do more Power Ranger movies. the terribleness of that one movie that kind of makes you almost not want that to be a thing. In a dream scenario, Yost wouldn't be the only original Ranger in development role, as Amy Jo Johnson has also become a director in the years since the show. Amy Jo's, I considered her an amazing. I consider her. Fuck, son of a. I consider her an amazing director. I've helped her out on several of her films and watched her work.
I love that,
She is
Martin.
very
I love everything about what just happened.
Am I watching the right stream? You died, right?
Yep. I'm about to die again. Mostly because I just intentionally am killing myself.
I was like, I feel I'm a very, I know she's very talented, and I feel I'm a very talented producer. I definitely know how to get things done, and I think I would definitely make sure that the right kind of homage would be paid for all these characters, so I would love to make it happen. Just hope to have them feel the same way, because there are plenty of fans who would love to see it happen. I was like, you have to understand, like, for somebody like Billy to be like, yeah, I want to do some Power Rangers stuff, I think they need to accept that the time is nigh. Like, do it now. Do it right now. Because somebody like Billy who was like, yo, or somebody like Dave who was like, yeah, I got picked on for being gay, like, a lot. And he's like, no, I'm cool with, I'm cool with working with these people again. You need to go ahead and do that before they fuck it up.
Favorite fucking movie does. It's my favorite.
What's your favorite fucking movie?
Move he does.
Oh, I like you said movie.
It did. I'm sure it sounded like that to you though, because audio issues. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Thank you. They really want me to take his entire health from halfway down in one go. That is what they are expecting from me. I was doing that thing again. Just kill me.
World.
Just kill me. Come on.
Oh, hell no. It did okay. 92% of Google users liked the movie. Facebook gave it a 4.5. Facebook users, I guess, gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 71%. IMDb gave it a 7 out of 10. That's good, right?
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's not quite 75%, but it's well over 50. That movie has, so it's budget. So how does gross versus net? Yeah, I'm still there. The budget couldn't be 150 million, and it make back 129.3. That's no way. I don't understand the budget. I don't understand what I'm reading. Welcome to Jurassic Park. It's just a really old Tony Stark.
I gotta tell you, I'm starting to lose my resolve.
You're sorry to tell me,
Yeah.
but you know you can do it. You've been in fights like this before where the game was just hard, but you pulled through. So, not having the resolve, why would you not have it?
I mean, those other fights didn't have that specific attack that is literally just bullshit. Like, even the fucking, like, Dark Elf General dude. Magni and Modi were like the easiest of all these frustrations I've had.
You're gonna become my new brother. Like, okay, that's weird. That's just a weird thing to say out loud. You got the touch. Oh.
Because my problem is that I'm in a situation where I'm just having to fight for a long time against all these attacks. These specific attacks.
I am not gonna lie. I don't know. What is net growth? Like, what is, like... I know, like, gross is how much you make all together. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is net growth?
I don't have the specific answer she gave.
Well, I feel like what they're trying to tell me is the budget was 150 million. And they only spent 129 million to make it. I feel like that's what it is. But the movie at box office has made $1.672 billion. That's an obscene amount of money.
Is that nationally or just worldwide? Is what the other word I was trying to look for. That is the most bullshit thing. Like, he throws ground fire at me, which I can reflect at him, and then he jumps in the air and does that bullshit attack. So I'm stuck in animation to block the other fire. And there's just nothing I can do about it. Or he just starts off with it. I mean, that's cool too. Because at the end of this fight, what I'll feel like is... It won't feel like I've bested him. It'll feel like I got a lucky run. Where he just didn't do that bullshit attack.
But, given that he's been doing the bullshit attack, if you do beat him, then you did best him. Under any circumstance, as long as you beat him, you won. The real what I was trying to say is because at this point, you know it's hard to beat him. So if at any point you beat him, you beat him. Because he could have killed you every single time you tried to fight him. And if at any point he doesn't, you fail. You get to retry, he doesn't. Oh, man. You got this, Ash. You haven't saved since you loaded the game, have you?
No, but I mean, if I went back to that point, there'd be really no point other than doing side shit just because.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At the very least, you can drop a second save, which I've been trying to tell you to do the entire time. And if you get to a point where...
this is my life now. This is my life. This is the run.
Is that how you feel? Or... You got the touch. You got the button.
Oh my fucking god! I swear to fucking god. Because I wanted help. The problem was I was trying to block. This is what happens. I try to block and grab things on the ground, and in my mind that makes sense. That's what you should do. But that's not what you should do because that uses a fucking ability. Why that does an ability?
Oh right. I see. So yeah, it's your other runic ability. Again, that would have happened to me too because I completely forgot that one was there. Like I constantly forgot that there was one tied to circle.
I did for the longest time too because I didn't really use it. I used it to use the longer window to parry.
I can't say that that's my favorite thing in the world. I gotta watch. Whoa! Woo! It's hot. Oh. Is that what a hamburger smells like?
Onions, depending on the burger.
Yeah, like I know that sometimes like a burger can be well seasoned. I just want to point out that without a moment's hesitation, you knew exactly what the hell I was talking about. You held on to that the entire night. You cached that piece of information.
Martin.
Yes, mate. Yes, baby.
I'm so upset.
I don't think you had to tell me that.
I just want to make it to the end. So I can watch all the videos that people have made about this game and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because as it stands, I can't watch anything because I was just trying to look up like some good gear like towards the end of the game and I almost saw stuff.
Tells you way, it tells you way too much, yeah. Like I will say, I got the blade spoiled for me by that because I was looking up, how to like I was looking for the ravens in a very specific location, And the dude had the blades equipped. Why did you do it? You could have did it on easy mode. And not need just do everything before. Stupid man. Stupid man.
I don't know why I'm trying. I should just let him kill me. Because at this point, like, it was... The thing that annoyed me about the last run where I died, I was pretty far down on him, and I still had my rage, and I was trying to save it.
Yeah.
Like he was in the last 2 health bars. I can't do anything about it. Jesus. I mean, the answer is I need to be aggressive. That is the literal answer. I guess if I stay on him, he doesn't have a chance to do that attack.
Isn't that what I said like 20 minutes ago? I feel like that's what I said 20 minutes ago. I know I thought it. But I thought I could have swore I started out by saying...
Does that make it happen?
When you get a chance...
I am aware. I know you said it. I mean, I'm trying to keep it in action.
No. I'm asking myself, did I say that out loud? Because I thought it. I just don't remember if I said it.
I mean, I think you said it. I don't know.
Because the thing I was going to tell you was, like, if you can let him do the stomp and you survive it, stay close, stay up on him. Because I think that will, at the very least... Okay, here's the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is they could easily give him invincibility frames as he starts that move up, and you can't hurt him. And he's gonna just go into the air anyway. But the only thing I think, because he doesn't land near you, right? When he hits the ground.
He lands right where you are. I just dodge roll out of the way.
Okay, I think the best way to handle that is to get to one side when he starts doing it. Like if you see him about to like jump into the air, get to the edge of the arena as quickly as you can, and then like double back and go the other direction to put as much distance between you and the enforcer and the AoE as you can. Because it clearly, like when it starts to explode, pain is coming your way.
It also leaves fucking AoE damage on the ground when he does it.
Are you still able to use the Atreus?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, I want you to be able to beat this guy, because I don't think you'll be happy with the outcome.
I'm already not happy with the outcome.
Well, that's right. I will say that every time you die, because I'm in the bathroom, every time you die I can see the screen dim. Like I see the load screen pop up. Because I can see the reflection on the wall.
Not only that, but he also changes what element he's using every time he does that stupid shit. Just kill me. Just. No, you don't want to kill me? That's fair, I suppose. That doesn't do nearly as much damage as I wanted to.
Like, is that what they want you to do?
What?
I guess it is, because mind you, clearly in any other game mode, the answer is no, you don't have to do this. But like, on that particular difficulty, did they want you to fucking do everything else before you beat him? And have all the stuff?
Probably.
Because I still feel like it wouldn't have been easy. Like, because ultimately, that's the objective. Easier is nice. But to go into it's like in Borderlands when, like, we encounter a boss that's just unyielding. Like, it's just a terrible experience. But then we go against, we come back later after we've, like, we've leveled up, and we just, like, melted, like, immediately. You know what I mean? I don't feel like this game has that moment. Or like there's a certain amount of like side stuff you can do, and then even at the difficulty it's on, what you have makes what they have like it belittled.
I mean, when I went and did all that stuff the other night, like when I finally went back to story stuff, it was a lot easier. Like I died a very small amount compared to before.
Yeah, but I mean, this is. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, if you literally did everything, like if you got like almost to the point where you got every other trophy except this one, and beating this dude would unlock the platinum. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this probably would be a really easy fight because you'd have like an insane amount of defense, and you do a crap load of damage. But the question still stands: would they still feel like, well, since this is the last boss? It doesn't. All that doesn't matter. Like, you're still eating through your defense, and you're still like taking your damage. You know, because when you have a move that just doesn't, or like just burns through your health, like how do you, saying having more health? You already have as much health as you're gonna get. Like nothing like increases your vitality.
Yeah, you have the vitality stat.
So what would be like I don't understand the point of having that and also having, like I guess that like makes the bar, I don't get that. Like what would be the point of the bar then?
Visual representation.
Yeah, but the bar got bigger.
Yeah. I mean, you technically have more vitality.
You have more base, I guess?
Yeah, you have more base vitality, whereas like the stat is the bonus.
Like I guess that would be the only thing that would like save you here. But I still feel like, I don't know, that's just me. I feel like that's why I have to do it.
I mean, again, like you don't like RPGs for that reason, that's fine.
Yeah, I feel story-based stuff, I should be able to get through it through natural progression. That's what I'm saying. Like if I come across certain enemies, they drop certain loot, by the time, like you should, like as a developer, you should be able to meter out the amount of experience they give me. And you should be like, no matter what you put this experience into, as long as you put it in something, you will have leveled up to the point where you can now take on the next important, like, non-competitive challenge. Like, as far as, like, completing the game, but you can take on this challenge now no matter what. It might be hard, but there's a difference between it's hard and I feel like I can't do it. There's a big difference between, like, I see the pattern, I see what I'm supposed to do, I can't do that if I stop making silly mistakes and like just get in there focus and focus got it. As opposed to what you feel like you're gonna end up doing is just getting a lucky break and just like getting by.
I mean, because I acknowledge this is doable. I'm not using the wrong weapon, just killing me.
Well, you technically you can eat a brick. It's doable. Doesn't make it less difficult. Even if you break it up into like just little bits of concrete, you can still eat the damn thing.
That is the most annoying thing. It really is. Like,
Yeah, that's right. You already know what it is, boy. Oh, stuff is happening.
because there's things I could do to make this easier. Because there's runes and stuff that specifically make fire damage and stuff not as much of a thing.
This is gonna be loud. Ugh. Like that, like, yeah. Like him, like, pushing you back.
And there's times when I do attacks and he just moves out of the way. Like he just does, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Does that hurt when he sends you back like that?
No.
Does it feel? Okay, because I feel like it looks contextual. Like this, look, there are words that matter, okay? And that's one of them. Like it means that it's supposed to happen, and it's really like it has to happen, like for the fight to like work out cinematically. Because when he does that, he's clearly about to change his element. I like, you know, he doesn't have a stun meter, right? So like if his lightning arrows do more damage, starts with
I don't really think it makes a difference in this fight.
it might not. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh my god, like that was...
That's bullshit. Oh, that is nuts. Oh, that is just hard to accept as like fate. That's hard to accept as reality. Now, Scooby. Baby, When did you learn to fight? Like, at what point in this adventure did you learn to fight? I don't know how hard those weird ass like downward slap punches are coming through. Because at any point she could have done this. Like, honestly, like I would say like stuff like this. Like I realize that it's a part of the story.
You just learn the serpent's language because God reasons.
Yeah.
That's acceptable, I
Well,
suppose.
no, you remember at one point in the game. At one point in the game.
I mean, they suggest that he can.
Voices.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Stop. Please. He's being filmed.
Don't repeat my words. I'm not touching
Need your protection.
I don't need your protection. Kratos. Kratos inflatus. Kratos inflatus monetos. Kratos inflatus. Kratos and Kratos. Chickens and biscuits. Bookies and tickets. Boogie and biscuits. Boogie and biscuits.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free. You have what you want.
Do you not think she looks like, at least a little bit like the chick who plays, I know her name, but I don't know if you do. The chick who played Lori in The Walking Dead, a little bit at least. She doesn't have the exact cheekbone. But for whatever reason, that was the vibe I got from her. Sarah Wayne, like... Move forward.
I have paid. Things went. I lost. What? No, Father! I love
I never noticed how blue her finger was.
Cyberlians here must be better than this.
Did that feel satisfying?
A little bit.
Would you have preferred it to be contextual?
my dear sweet boy.
Was his eyes red the whole time, or was that because he died?
That was because he died.
Is that what happens when you break your neck like that? Your eyes turn, the whites of your eyes bleed like filled with blood? Is that real?
I don't know.
I was scared for a second and disgusted.
I would say maybe because that would mean your head would start filling with blood.
Your cold body, from every corner of every realm, and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything.
This scene right here.
You know, I still feel the best course of action would have been to let him kill her and then kill him.
My aunt once said this as a joke, but I thought it was funny. It was like, if you keep, like, she was talking to one of my cousins, like, if you keep pushing me, I'm going to have to kill you. And I'm going to kill my daughter because I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with her after the fact. Like, kind of sort of, this is how this went. Like, I know it now. Like,
Boy,
yes, I do.
listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta.
He saw him.
I made a deal with the power that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. Many who were not. I killed my father.
What's your father now? Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends?
And the
Pretty
snow
much,
pushed him.
honestly.
Others? Your fathers?
No. You be the gods we choose to be. That was then.
Listen, boy.
Who I was is not who you'll be.
Stop.
We must be better.
We must be better. What? She's just jealous that she doesn't have a halfway decent family life.
That's a weird thing to say, Mark, but alright. I will point out that for me, the funniest part of all of this was when she said, I will rain down every agony on you. And I was like, yeah, bitch, alright, you do that. Like, I know it's like a jackass thing to feel, but I'm just, you know what I mean? It's like, in the world I live in, like, I will say this is like, I'll say this, I'm gonna fuck you get offended. Black women, like women in general, usually have this very bad tendency to think they are the strongest things moving, and they will, they speak with such bravado. Like, you hit me, motherfucker, I'll whip your ass. I was like, you 110 pounds. I was like that kind of thing. And I was like, lady, you aren't even allowed to hurt anyone.
Back to Tearston.
Yeah, I killed him and two of his brothers, like, well, one of his brothers. The boy here killed the other. Know that. Kratos could have easily been an old white dude from the south. Yeah, killed him. Killed him dead. Put a knife in the neck. Yeah, like that part like didn't make me laugh. I just like if there was like a fight later in the game where you had to fight Freya, I'd kill her so quick. Like I would easily allow that. I would take that fight on. I'd kill Freya because like she's done what she needed to do. Like you made a mistake. He made a mistake. He had to pay for his. Like, and you know, had I let him kill you, you would have paid for yours. I gave him multiple chances to walk away.
Because the
He
thing
didn't
about
take 'em.
Baldur, if you let Baldur live, he's gonna go back to Odin, and nothing's gonna get better.
Seriously. And I guess she just doesn't accept that Odin don't give a fuck about her. Like, there would have been, like, there wouldn't have been anything specifically about him, you know, letting you die. It wouldn't have mattered. Like, what would that have solved? Like, I just really feel like it's really stupid. Like, for her, like, to just not understand that what, you know.
Oh, I didn't realize I was gonna stop the story. Back to the boat.
You forgot? Then I told you, when you gotta wait. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I'll give
happens a lot
these
of times.
fucking barrels going.
I do think it's silly because at one point in the game, Kratos actively said stories are for the boat, and like they meant that shit apparently.
Come on.
And I guess like
So what happened?
There was-
and I guess the only just give it time. We'll start talking.
You always believe the best in people, and taking
Like I guess they're trying to figure out like, are you gonna stay in the boat?
the Raven King to Jotunheim.
I mean, I realize there's a pretty good deal of
Giants and
travel with the boat.
trickery and exposed his true agenda to spy and steal their secret wisdom.
I was thinking it was more along the lines of like if you got out of the boat mid like and he was in the middle of talking, if you got into a fight, like the audio would like flip.
Giants of Midgard.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like that's happened in games before, like in Borderlands, like you pick up an echo, but you're in the middle of a big ass fight, or a fight just happens, and like the sound effects of the fight are drowning out the echo.
Thor disappeared. No giants could be found in Midgard. No man nor god has set foot in Jotunheim since.
That it? Guess that was
Good
it.
with that boat, huh?
I mean, I was just freaking out until he was done talking.
So there are indeed like new God of War figures for this Kratos. But if I'm not mistaken, they're also made out of PvP. Not PvP, PC. Yep, PvP. Because I was about to say PCP, and that would have been wrong.
But what if it wasn't wrong? What if that was the truth?
Then I have a big hunk of plastic up here that I need to melt down and make some money with. Make some money with.
Make some money with?
Make money with something. Hey, Mark, you remember when we were on,
Talking noise? What?
no, when we played fucking GTA 5 and we were doing things to people who did other things?
Yeah. How could I forget?
Yeah. Those episodes are fun. Those had like I think this like that's like the quickest I've had like I think I've gotten things like edited and uploaded. Is just be aware that yeah I finally those are uploaded, so just keep in mind like
I'm weird.
with your move.
Here we go. I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well,
Like they make the blades and stuff more ornate, but not necessarily like not in a functional manner.
Did we have a discussion about how the blades, like, again, I don't question it too much because this is how they worked in other God of Wars. But they
just
don't,
stay on his head.
yeah, they don't really go anywhere. They lock together.
No, they don't. Even, yeah, that's all well and good. Even if they did lock together, they still just stay
Also,
on his back.
yeah, the chains don't dangle to those back either. They just
Well, they didn't do that
disappear.
in other games.
Again,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not questioning it too much. But
Well, technically
it's
speaking,
details.
the one is still on his other arm.
It's details.
Like they're
that
both on his
bother me.
arm. Yeah. Well, so that's the thing though. If he did, well, let's say Kratos did, like his blade did, like stay attached to like the handles of the chains. Well, let's say that they did. You have any idea how like how much of his movement would be hindered because of that?
Yeah.
Like they would have to dangle, you know, at least like 4 feet, so he would still have full range of motion with his hands. Like, there's a lot to be questioned when it comes to his blade and the way the chains work.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
I guess you could say that what it is the
maybe we should talk.
chains that stay attached to his
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
the chains stay attached to his wrists or his arms, but I like how he's moving like a kid, like small little steps.
I realize Bamir doesn't really have a lot of say in this situation, but I feel like he should.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? I think it's far?
We will see.
Are you ready?
As I'll ever be, I suppose.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between
How do you
you
feel
and
about
the
Brock and Sindri being
True.
friends again?
But if someone wants
I like
to
it.
fight,
Lady Sif's soft, perfect swatches. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
I still don't get why the top of his head is so flat. I guess Sindri's is too, but the hair kind of makes it look like it's not.
Fine, damn it, fine!
watch their head till we return.
Brock is so crude.
Yeah, they have the same like head structure.
Yeah.
Ready.
But Brock being bald makes it a lot more obvious. There's something wrong with him. Yeah, son of a bitch. Oh, like that's a cadence I'll never be able to like tie down. Like, the way he called Kratos a son of a bitch, I don't think
Yeah,
I'll
son
ever
of
be
a
able to pull it
bitch.
off. Even so pleases you, son of a bitch. Because there was no, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there was no inflection at the end of the sentence. It didn't go up, it didn't go down. It was like a flat, all like flat tone the whole way through.
Why do I feel weird about that entire thing that just happened?
What thing?
Mimir not wanting to go with us.
He didn't not want to go. He just felt that it wasn't, he shouldn't. Because you have to remember, like, in a way, it kind of like gives you an idea about what's about to happen. But he just felt like it, wasn't the place to go.
Everything's white. I didn't realize I was supposed to be moving.
Yeah, no one. I didn't either. When I did this, I was like, oh, this is
One
unpleasant.
of the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead.
How are you supposed to know?
Over there. We did it.
Nothing about this feels right.
Why does it not feel right?
Because it feels too easy. It feels too... I know how God of War games are
So
supposed
you
to
feel
end.
So you feel like the whole thing you just did with Boulder was easy?
No, what I mean is... I don't feel like...
I
don't
wanna
understand
point
why there's
out,
a happy
his
ending.
arm dipped below the screen, and when they came back up, there was just nothing there.
There's nothing more to hide.
I feel like this was a really weird scene for Kratos.
Well, he was hiding, like, the burn marks.
No, I get that. But I meant the whole, him, like, doing the whole Titanic thing.
Letting them fly away.
Yeah, and, like, he did that as if no one else was there. Atreus just being right behind him kind of made it a little weird, you know what I mean?
I'll say it's a little weird seeing his forearms right now.
Yeah, he's naked. For what it's worth, he's naked.
And now the arm guards are back up.
This is, I feel, one of those things where,
Boy,
It's nothing.
she says, should, like, if he could get a chance to look into that, to see, like, what happens off screen when Kratos' arms are below the camera. Because I'm pretty sure the answer is they just click back on.
what is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left.
I also somehow feel like this is some sort of ritual to bring his mother back to life.
Open the door. Really, everything for him.
And his mother is Athena.
Athena. Athena, why? Lure. Hmm.
Fiend Ferrixie.
Well,
Where's the party?
show trouble.
I should feel it, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened? Why Mark send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Everywhere I go, people stop and they see.
Because the thing is, I feel like their mother, or his mother, would have known that going to the highest peak that we could see would lead us to Mimir, and Mimir would lead us here. Because he would know that.
Stop talking and just look at the thing.
Something's happening.
Wait. What happened? Oh.
Tracks.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Look.
That's
She's
us.
arguing with a bunch of dudes.
The first time we met the girl at Circle.
She new giants? Oh, it's just
And our fight was Baldur. That just happened.
that's us.
Wait,
Ah, Mikey.
that's going to happen.
Look, look at the thing, look at the thing,
Mason,
look at the thing. That's Kratos fighting the freaking Mortal Kombat dragon.
this is our story.
This is your story.
What does it all mean?
Then I was
I would say something that would make this scene, this area a little bit more interesting. Actually, is if every time you completed a side mission, there was like it kind of got added to the walls, kind of like in Arkham City. But not Arkham
She
City,
was a
Arkham,
giant.
Arkham Knight. Yep.
I'm a child.
Kratos just thought she was tall and big boned.
So, he's the spawn of a giant and a god.
A giant and a demigod.
Wait.
knowing we would find this.
He just tells the truth.
Mother would have had good reasons.
Did Mother know? She knew about you.
I'm really surprised that Kratos isn't more upset about
They was
this.
never sent to find me.
You realize how he got started on his adventure in the first place, right?
The ashes.
The gods sent him on a quest to do a thing because another god told him to do a thing.
hmm
Never.
So this is like part of the course for him.
I mean,
Been wrong yet.
but he loved her.
Come on.
Like, he settled his life down and had a son with her.
Fair enough.
Yes.
And she just straight up lied when he was honest with her about everything. There's more.
You never met a woman before, have you? Ha ha ha!
And now to scatter the ashes, you have to kill Odin and Thor at the same time. But for whatever reason,
Without the
Baldur
help
and
of Atreus
yeah, Baldur and all his brothers are not brothers.
coming
but-
back because
Yeah.
they're not dead. Just look at them, they're alive.
not brothers.
Watching
And you can't ask Mr. Meeseeks for help.
leading us home.
Oh, I can't pull the X out or anything. Can't do any of that.
No, this is it. Like, sorry to
So I did it.
you did on the
I-
hardest. Well, you beat the story on the hardest
Yeah.
difficulty. You have not platinumed it on the hardest difficulty.
That is the thing, because I'm still...
There's a platinum for beating it on, like, there's a platinum for getting the platinum on the hardest difficulty.
You want to know what's going to really make me upset? Imagine in a couple of weeks from now,
4 years.
they release the New Game Plus.
New Game Plus.
And they add trophies with that. And then one of the trophies they add is...
beating it on this difficulty.
Yeah.
I feel like you had that coming, because I told you not to do this. I did. I told you to learn. Because I wanted you to play it on a normal difficulty to experience this.
I don't regret what I did.
I don't, not yet you don't. I mean, by all means, like New Game Plus, I don't think there will be trophies. But this moment is really sad. Mostly because you can see, like, the dead giants and Odin is just left behind. Odin's an asshole. Look at him, Mark. Look at him. He's holding his son. He's holding his son. It's great. God dang it, really? Just watching that. It's through the cold for whatever reason. I can still see my breath.
I mean, it's a really high peak.
Fair enough.
Together.
My nipples, they're covered. And for some ungodly reason, this shit's magic. Hands are just... Kratos has a fat dick.
Is that what you imagine?
Look at his fingers. They're
Yeah,
like
it's not even that it's big, it's just really thick.
It's a thick cock. Like,
And that's how we chose to, like, end this. We ruined this beautiful moment by talking about Kratos, because that's who we are. That's who we are as people.
I'm so sorry. As he was holding his hand out, I was like, God damn, look how big his fingers. And like that was like, oh, he's hugging him, kind of, sort of. The back hug. All right, here's the important part. Here's the best part of it all.
Kratos.
All right, now we can go smoke a bowl.
Guess there's just one thing I don't understand.
You should have put the thing behind the cuts, behind the subtitles, so that we could actually read them. Here we go.
His son is fucking Loki.
There you go. There you go.
Because when I first saw this,
Question for another day.
I guess.
Let us go home.
But when I first saw, like, that his son was in Norse mythology, I was like, his son's gonna end up being Thor or something. I was just going in the wrong direction, I suppose.
His son is in, like, they said that, like, he was a part of the Norse mythology, as opposed to just being like a character that is like made up.
No, I was just like assuming that, like, since he was a part of, since he was in Norse mythology now, like his son was gonna end up being someone important. I was like, he'll probably end up being Thor because the axe thing, but no. He was,
They gave you 2 shields. Like, those weren't the ones, because again, complete. Give me God of War.
so what was this thing they gave me?
They didn't even give you, I just want to point out, they didn't even give you experience for that. They didn't. You didn't get any bonus experience for beating it on this difficulty.
So is this just what you get for beating the game? These 2 shields? They don't even
That's
have...
the thing, I don't know. No, yeah, they have to be, because the buckler and the Elven Soul Shield and the Dukenhaken.
Oh, these 3 are like for you pre-ordering the game. I found that out.
Okay, so they are, but how did you get them?
Because they're tied to your account, I guess? I don't know.
Okay, because that's like, because when you got them, I was a little upset. Like, I paid the base price for the game and for the figures. So I ain't really got nothing to be mad about. But that's the reason I was like wondering about them, is because they are indeed for the pre-order. Like it flat out tells you that's where they're from. But when you had them, I was like, okay, so would they not for the pre-order?
Oh, the credits are actually like.
Yes, they're actually a part of the.
You want us to tell people? Or keep the secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh, man.
I will admit, I never would have saw him being Loki coming.
I would like to point out that I'm going to ruin something for my playthrough when you watch it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess I won't run it. I won't run it because it's a funny reaction I had, but it was like misled because I didn't understand how it all tied together. When I found out that was because when we found out he was part God, like that, him being aware that he was part God would change the way his life was. I felt like, oh, so it is, Kratos' son. But then I started to feel like
he just said he was part God. He didn't ever say that he was actually his son.
Yeah, but I assumed because of all this stuff, like, oh, so he's part God. He's Kratos' kid. So I'm wondering now, because this doesn't definitively tell anything, because of what I did learn in, apparently, I could be wrong, because if I'm wrong, then Jamal was wrong, because Jamal could be completely wrong, that in Norse mythology, they never state who Loki's father actually is. That he was like kind of adopted by Thor, and he is not biologically Thor's brother. He was.
I mean, I know the Marvel universe says that, the Marvel universe Thor movies loosely follow Norse mythology. So,
Yeah.
I mean, him being Thor's adopted brother is a thing.
Yeah, in the movies, I know it's a thing, but again, if it's
and he was
real,
like adopted from the Giants, was he? I really don't remember the first Thor movie, if I'm being honest.
and again, his feet
I
are
think
in the
all I'm
ground.
learning is that I really need to look into Norse mythology. Because Greek mythology, I had like a pretty good amount of that like in my head. But Norse.
I understand you've heard of a book. I bet there's still some Maybe
I guess I can get back to playing God of War.
I mean, we could talk about God of War now.
Yeah, you can go watch all the. Keep in mind, there are still things you haven't experienced.
That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours. So, that definitively says that Kratos did want him to be called Atreus and not Loki.
Yes, Atreus. Did he not tell you the story of Atreus?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the Atreus. You need to sit him upright.
Explore with Atreus. Free dragon. I never did finish the dragon thing. I have one more dragon. I couldn't find it.
The what?
I never freed the final dragon.
The final dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a reason for that, most likely. Like, to be fair, you haven't gone to every realm. Like, they might not all be here.
Yeah.
They might be, they might not be. I genuinely don't know. Again, I have not completed the game. I've just beaten the story. And I will point out that, like, there's a, like, so the other day when you were like, everybody get to this one part in the game and just stop playing, what happened? And I was like, when I looked at the trophy data, I was like, yeah, that trophy was the Lake of the Nine trophy that you were looking at. Which is still strange because that just means the majority of people don't. I went back home. Like, I went back to Midgard. Hung out with Cloud and everybody.
What?
Not just any winter. They do it
Yeah, there's some stuff.
I was gonna say, like, you talk about Ragnarok.
Aye, snow, lots more snow, and then the end of the bloody world. Isn't that approximately?
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't
Aye,
expect this.
snow.
100 more winters at least.
Lots more smoke.
Change something.
In the bloody world and button stuff. Let me say, pause again.
Alright.
No, I meant like a triangle.
Oh. Okay.
Go to settings.
Uh-huh.
Go to HUD, I think. Fuck, no. Go back and I think go to video? Could be wrong. I don't know.
What are you looking for?
Subtitles.
That would be audio, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Wow, okay, I don't know why it's an audio. Make them bigger and put the freaking thing behind the subtitles.
Oh, is okay. Well,
It's
not
not
looking
in
for.
there.
But subtitles
Yeah,
is in there.
Yeah, that just turns them on and off, which again is not audio. Go to accessibility. Go to accessibility. Subtitles feature on. Subtitle background dark. All right. And increase the text size. There we go. That's going to be big, but I want to see what it's like anyway. They'll talk again at some point, I'm sure.
I'm telling you, it's been. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the thing.
Probably here. There it is. Oh my god. I know that, like, it's the end of the game, so by all means, I just wanted to be able to read the subtitles from across the room.
I would have put it like that throughout the entire playthrough if I'd known I could have done that.
What he means is, then the winter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and see the shit that they're talking about.
Some winter. Fill it down to my scrotum. You can't. Contextual. It's important.
Okay, so yeah, it is snowing.
Which I'm gonna be honest with you, the problem with that is, it's been snowing the entire damn game.
Yeah, this. I just noticed the pause menu has snow in it too.
Does it?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
when I
in the
was
background.
when I was in the Giants room, Jotunheim, like I'd noticed that, but I didn't say anything because I thought maybe like it had just always been there, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't.
That's what you call good game design. What am I looking at?
I guess I'll go in here and look at my stuff and
Look at your balls,
end the stream.
and then like have a good spank, and just be happy that it's over. I feel like they should allow you to change the difficulty now. Now that you've beaten the game, I feel like they should allow you to.
I mean, I'll try to see if it'll let me, but I mean, I'm gonna keep it on the difficulty. Nope. See, it's grayed out. So this is my life, no matter what, at this point. Unless I want to start an entire new game.
And you said you would.
Godlike reflexes and strategy. Do you feel like that's what you got that you used to do this? Godlike reflexes?
I mean, for some things, not all things, to be sure.
The sun's coming up. I'm heading on 5 o'clock. And I gotta be up. You know, it's after 5 o'clock.
Come on in, man.
I'm assuming this is all stuff I have to go to the other realms to get resources for.
That's it.
Myth Echoes, Nephilim, you know, probably not. There's probably things, because like, depending on how big it is, like how important the upgrade item is, like there's a good chance that you'll
Yeah, there's no
like come
more,
across it.
no more journey stuff.
But if you go to the map, you can scroll from place to place and see what all you haven't done.
Yeah. Why is it saying I can't travel to these places?
You can't travel with any of them. I know you've been to some.
Oh no, it was just being weird. But I guess that's it.
Thank you everybody for hanging out for the story. He will be back to fondle his nuts in your face later on this, probably more this week. If you want, you know, I've played the story on my channel.
I was gonna say, if you want to see
way,
someone like just play the game and enjoy the story and not die 30,000 times, go watch his playthrough.
like if you really, but I mean, at that point, if you're here and you see the whole thing, or if you really just want to experience or see what the game is like on an easier difficulty.
But yeah,
Clear best work yet.
Chub brought, nobody likes you. But that was a stream. I suppose I'm gonna do what I normally do. Go into photo mode. I want to look at Brock's face if it'll let me. It won't let me, I don't think. No, I can't go over where they are. It saddens me. Just a tiny bit. What kind of face would you like Kratos to make as this ends?
I don't even know, man. Ah, herp, bleh, herp.
I feel
I
like
would like to point out that
I
for
feel like this
whatever reason, they
particular
don't look
face.
3D.
Yeah, for this
Like,
particular face though, I like this face for what I've experienced tonight.
I'm glad you're happy.
He's got some really clean teeth for a man living in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think he eats.
But yeah, anything else you'd like to add before I hit the bye-bye button?
Oh no, I'm just gonna lay down, smack my meat. What about you?
I'm gonna close my eyes because they're burning.
I should stop.